In my last class, I have explained how to count number of vowels from any passed string. If you are passing any string as a parameter, how you can count the number of vowels. So if you can see index is 0, if index is lesser than length of the string, you are keep fetching letters from index 0 till length -1, and then you are checking if any of the letter is A or E, I, O, U, you are increasing the value of count by 1. After doing this, you are increasing the index so that you can fetch next index. We are converting. So this class is basically for recursion. So what is recursion? It is a process of repeating itself. In your exam, recursive methods can come for HL students only. This is for HL only, where function calls itself, itself till some terminating or until some terminating condition, And for theory lecture, IBDP can ask you define recursion, define recursive method. They can ask you 2 advantages and 2 disadvantages. So you can find theory from your notes. Now, you can easily convert any while loop into a recursive method. You can repeatedly call this method. So I am showing you impact of recursion here. So you can see you are counting vowels recursively. This is the method name. This is returning integer. What it will return? It will return how many vowels you have in a string. So let's say here the value of str is, let's say, hello Java. Hello Java without any space. So you can see how many vowels we have. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we have 4 vowels here. A, E, I, O, U. E is there, O is there, A is there, again A is there. Okay. Now let's trace this algorithm. STR, so say for side we are converted into lowercase, but if you are not doing it, then also it's fine. If your length is 0, then obviously you should return 0 because we don't have anything to return in that case. If you are passing blank string, this means no vowel. That's why we are returning 0. Now look at this. You are fetching CS, I'm explaining this line, str.char 0 index. So what you have at 0 index? H. So first time you are fetching H. Int count is equal to CHAEIOU. It is another way of writing if else, but you can write this thing as a if else also. So count value is either 1 or 0. Basically, you can write this statement like this way. If CH is equal to A, or CH is equal to E, or CH is equal to IOU, you will write it completely. Then you are writing count equal to 1, else count equal to 0. So it's the same thing. Either you can write this line in a 4 instruction or in a single way. So if your CH is any of these characters, which is not, this means what is the value of count? The value of count is 0. So the value of count is 0 here. What we are returning? We are returning. So what we are calling initially, we were calling this vowel count recursion method for hello Java. Hello Java. And what is the answer we are getting? This is the answer. Count plus call again. So what is count? 0 is count. What is the call? Call is again round this entire method. Count vowel recursive. I'm not writing it entirely. I'm just writing count. Vowel means we, recursive means up. And what we are passing this time? str.substring 1. So whenever in a substring method, substring is a method which is used to extract some part of a string. And whenever you are passing any value, any number inside this as a parameter, your substring will start from index 1 till end. So basically we are passing ELLO Java because substring starts from index 1 and at index 1 you have E. Then you are calling this method recursively, you are here. So what is the value of str right now? So for this method, the value of str is ELLO Java. Then you are checking, is this str.length is 0? No, it is not. Then you are fetching ch. We are here. You are fetching 0th index from the 0th character from the str. So what is your 0th character in this time? E. Then in that case, what is count? Count equal to count because ch matched with this value E. That's why count is 1. So this time count is 1. So basically the meaning of this line is 1 plus count vowel recursive and then you are passing next string. So initially it was 0. Second time when you are calling this method, it is 1 plus and again called count vowel recursive, and this time the third time you are calling this method for str.substring1. Last time your str word was ELLO Java. And what is 1 in this case? L. 0 index is showing value E, 1 index is showing L. So basically you are providing LLO Java this time. So you are calling, next time you are calling this method for str LLO Java. Then the same process, you are fetching ch from the 0th index. So ch is this time L. Then you are checking, is this ch is A, E, I, O, U? No, then it is 0. So this means the value of count is 0. Then what final value you are returning? You are returning 0 plus. So initially this 0, second time this one. Now what is the resolution of this? Like this is 0 plus count. Again, you are calling the same method, count recursive, but starting from string 1. So in this case, it is L. So this is LOJAVA. So understand this concept. Every time you are keep breaking your string, you are removing the very first element of the substring and you are keep calling this method. And once the length is 0, you will return 0. So basically, I can quickly I can quickly trace this algorithm for a small string. Let's say ELO. Let's say this is the string. So count vowel recursive. First time you are calling ELO. What you are returning? You are returning this. What is count in this case? Count is 1. So 1 plus count vowel recursive LO. Then you are solving CVR. CVR means count vowels recursive for LO. For LO. When this is LO, CH value character at 0 is L. Is this matched with this? Yes, it is. No, it is not matched because the 0th index is L. That's why the value of count is 0. What you are returning? You are returning count plus, means 0 plus again call for index 1. So what you have at index 1 is O, only O. Then again you are calling this method for value O. Then you are fetching character from 0th index, which is O. Is this CH matched with A, E, I, O, U, either of the value? Yes. Yes means the value of count is 1. Then what you are returning? You are returning 1 plus count vowel recursive for what value? For the value where substring starts from 1. But actually in this string, you have only one character and there is no letter which starts with 1. That's why you are passing some blank string. So once you are calling this method for blank value, the length is 0, you are returning 0. So this is the terminating condition when you are passing some string with value with a blank value. So you are returning 0. Now, this is recursive method and you know this fact that recursive method all the calls will go in a stack, and once the terminating condition will come, you will start popping out this value. So this value will go here, 1 plus 0. Then this value will go here, so 0 plus 1 plus 0. Then this will go here, so 1, this one, plus all this value, 0 plus 1 plus 0. So the final answer is 2. So this is the vowel. Now you can see there are various example of factorial, like how to calculate factorial. If you are calculating factorial of 5, 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. So basically you are, if your number is n, so what is the factorial of n? N into n minus 1 into n minus 2 till 1. So you can do it recursively. When you are passing any number, and if this number is 0 or lesser than equal to 0 or lesser than equal to 1, you are returning 1, because factorial of 1 is 1. Otherwise, in all the cases, you can write the same story like this way: n multiply by factorial of n. So if you are calling method for the n value, n into factorial of n minus 1. So you are keep calling this value. Again, I'm quickly tracing it. Let's say someone wants to call factorial 4. So 4 equal to 0? No. This means what you are returning? You are returning this. 4 multiplied by factorial 3. So if someone really wants to know the value of factorial 4, they have to resolve factorial 3. So first time we are recursively calling this method for value factorial 3. Then again, once the value of n is 3, you are returning n into factorial n minus 1, means you are returning 3 into factorial 2. Then next time, first time you were recursively calling it, for normally you were calling it 4 first time. Then recursively you are calling it for value 3. The next time you are calling it value for 2. So what is factorial 2? Factorial 2 means 2 multiplied by, you are returning this value, 2 multiplied by factorial 1. And then you are calling this value for 1. So what is factorial 1? Factorial 1 means 1 multiplied by factorial 1 minus 1, 0. Now, next time you are calling the same method for value 0. So this time the value of n is 0. So factorial 0. Once the value of n is 0, you can see this is the terminating condition. This is the terminating condition. You are returning 1. Once you will return 1, all these calls are going in a stack. All these calls are going in a stack. So this is push operation 1. This is push operation 2. This is push operation 3. This is push operation 4. And once terminating condition will come, you will pop out. This is pop operation 1. So pop out, you will replace this value here. So this is 1 into 1, which is 1. So we are resolving the value of factorial 1, which is 1. You are putting this value here. So 2 into 1, 2. You are putting this value here. 3 into 2, 6. You are putting this value here. 4 into 6, 21, 4. So the 24 answer will come. This is Fibonacci series. This is reverse. This is palindrome. So this method, palindrome, came in IBDP exam. I don't remember the year, but from 2014 till 2024, we have one examination paper where they were asking you have to pass some string and you have to tell us that whether this string is palindrome or not. So if you are writing any string, let's say Malayalam, it is palindrome. Malayam. So Malayam. So from this side or from this side, from from front side or from the reverse side, same order of letters. This means it's a palindrome string. So if a string is palindrome, you are returning Boolean. Otherwise, you will return true. Otherwise, you are returning false. So you can see if string dot length is lesser equal to 1, just return true, means terminating condition, just go back. Otherwise, if character at 0th position is not equal to last position, I'm writing small string, let's say, this is the string. So this is 0th letter and this is last letter. If these two letters are not same, this means array is not, string is not palindrome. If this letter is not equal to this letter, this means string is not palindrome. Again, I'm writing this big string. You are comparing 0th element with string dot length minus 1, because the index of this letter is length minus 1. If these two letters are not equal, means we have to return false, because the string is not at all uh, palindrome. If we are keep checking all the letter, then you will check first letter with the last second. Not equal means false. Then second letter with the last third. If not equal, return false. Otherwise, in all the cases, let's say 0 is equal to the last letter, then you are calling the same string by just removing last two letter. Means next time, whenever you are calling this method recursively, you are passing everything except first letter and last letter. You can see string start from 1 and string ends from string length minus 1. You are passing length minus 1, but it will all obviously stop at 1 lesser than this value. So these are all methods. You should just cross check. You can find sum of digits recursively. This is the code. You can try trace this. This is a greatest common divisor code. This is power. So you can find power, you can apply power of b on number a. You can call this method recursively. Binary search came in 2023 paper, or maybe 2024 paper. So binary search can recursive method is also available. Tower of Hanoi is also available. So you can cross check.